relevance, if any, does real-time satellite remote sensing have to regional agriculture?
That's what we are going to be the geniuses at fomenting. In other words, we want to use real time to do everything. It's not just agriculture, but it's development. It's that whole community development. It's energy, emissions from homes.
I mean, we could certainly use it for early warning of natural disasters like floods and fires and such like storms. So it has that relevance. But in terms of agricultural productivity contribution, from what you're telling me, there's limited utility because you're talking about the So in other words, mechanized farming here is not realistic given the size of the operations?
Well, not the huge land base where you get small income per unit area, but you have 2,000. Even the farmer, you might have 1,000 acres or 500 acres.
Yeah.
I'm not worried that we will not find a way to make it useful.
Okay.
But it would be for the community. It would be for, if we focused on small and medium-sized communities, which are having all kind of problems.
Yeah.
Let's tackle their problems.
We're talking about the same thing here. Because when I talk about on a cooperative basis, we're not talking about each individual farmer handling it. For example, we're talking about utilizing technology for a region. And that's going to have implications in terms of fencing, et cetera, et cetera. But I mean, those are, and as well as heterogeneity with respect to crops. But if we know the soil type throughout the region, and we know, and even if it's interstitial cropping, you know, one can still identify ways to determine what areas best need for what, which ones best need pesticide, which ones need larvicide, which ones need fertilizer, irrigation, et cetera, et cetera. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we are so with you, because the only way they're going to beat it, we want to be the research arm that makes this group the best profitability, because we did all that.
Okay.
And we provided that information. And then when they planned it and got it based on the weather, they came out ahead because they had intelligence in their markets. Let's do that for our people. Nobody has done. Whenever we do best new things, the upper crust gets it. Then it sifts its way down. And finally a little dribble of the new technology gets to those most in need. We're going to reverse that.